So somebody recently asked me on my YouTube channel, Hannah, can you manifest being a genius or being intelligent if I have a learning disability and it affects my life? But first, before I get into that, my name is Hannah Love. I'm a manifestation expert. I make manifesting simple because it is simple, and I am here to help you get what you want in life, because that's why you came to this planet, to get what you want. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you want more content like this on your feed. So anyways, now, I might get some backlash from this, but whatever. It is what it is. Now, this video is not me saying that mental health isn't important, okay, that disease and disorders don't exist. And this isn't me also saying that disabilities aren't real, because looking at it from a law of assumption or even a quantum level, all realities, all timelines exist anyway. But when you tell yourself that you have a disability, and maybe you were diagnosed with one when you were younger and or even recently, and it followed you throughout your life, then what can happen is a lot of people have these attachments to what that disability makes them capable of doing or not doing. But it's really not the disability in and of itself that makes you incapable. It's really just your mind and the stories that you tell yourself. So if you over-identify with what a disability can or can't make you do, then that becomes your reality. So even if you have a disability, whether that's ADHD or baby dyslexia, it doesn't matter. That does not mean that you're not a genius. It doesn't mean that you are stupid or that you're incapable or you can't achieve X, Y, and Z. You just made it mean that you're not a genius, that you're not smart, that you can't do certain things because of maybe how others treated you or what doctors told you, or just stories that you ended up taking on as your own that don't have to be your own or that don't have to be true for you. So when I was younger, I was diagnosed with ADHD and anxiety disorder. And mind you, you can actually grow out of these things. It's clinically proven. But through a law of assumption, manifestation perspective, I mean, you can create anything and you can grow out of anything that you want simply by deciding so. But anyways, so once I got into law of assumption and into, manifestation, I was doing identity work or self-concept work, people call it, I started realizing that, I was over-identifying with having ADHD. And if you notice, I never say that I have ADHD. I never do, because I don't over-identify myself with having it. I don't over-identify myself with having anxiety, because things like ADHD, things like mental disease and disorders, they can be manageable through natural practices, but that's another video, and that's what I believe, and that's what works for me. So whenever I feel imbalanced or kind of scatterbrained, or when I can't focus, or when I'm feeling anxious, I don't say, oh my gosh, it's my ADHD, or oh my gosh, it's because of my anxiety and that's just who I am, that's just a part of me. I don't say that to myself. I see it as a sign of me being misaligned or something within my own energy or within myself that needs to be looked at or shifted, or something that I need to do to help me get grounded again and back into my body. And personally, when I was younger, I also used to think that I was stupid because of the diagnosis of me being ADHD, me not being able to focus, me talking too much in class, me struggling with math when I was younger. So I literally used to think that I was stupid when I was younger until I got older and I got into all of this work that I now do and realized, actually, I'm really fucking intelligent. I am an absolute genius in the things that I love and that I'm passionate about. And literally ever since I changed that mindset about myself and I stopped over-identifying with labels, I started telling myself I'm very intelligent, I'm an absolute genius, people also see this within me. For years now, people always say that to me. They're like, you're just very intelligent, the way that you hold yourself, you're really smart. And I hear that all the time now. It feels like a normal thing for me, versus when I was younger, I would never hear something like that because I didn't think that I was smart, because I had ADHD, because I had anxiety disorder, because I struggled with math. So in order to change anything within yourself, because that's where it starts, but in order to experience a new shift or a change within your external reality, you want to ask yourself, what labels am I over-identifying with? Or the labels that I have taken on, what am I making those labels mean about myself and what is and what isn't possible for me? And then ask yourself, well, are these labels really serving me? Or the labels that I do have, how can I change them into a more empowering label that makes me feel good about myself, that actually helps me get the things that I want in my life? Because it's okay to have a label or to label yourself a certain way. You just want to make it mean something favorable for you so you can create what you want. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Let me know in the comments below.